Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Wehrmacht forces. We have Contador. Spawn on the north side as the British forces. We have MaximusMilserdny. Probably butchered that name. Let's switch over the British forces for the time being, since there's a bit more variety of build openers, which is into Bren Carrier into backup. Over here, we've got Pioneers captured this point there. He may go for extra Pioneers to get out a lot of capping pressure, in which, since his opponent only has a scope rifle squad for capping, he can capture a significant portion of the map. Being which, yet more Pioneers been put on the field. It looks like it's just eyeing for 4 Pioneers at the moment. We're likely to see a Wehrmacht quarters. No, he's not going for Wehrmacht quarters. He's skipping Wehrmacht quarters, going straight into Tier 1, probably into half track first. All depends how much fuel he gets. Bren Carrier now advance forward, does immediately withdraw the Pioneer. Very nice. And that is a fuel point, which is important to deny at this moment in time. This fuel point has been captured on up. Scope Rifle Squad advance forward, and the British HQ is eyeing to secure this sector. Munitions sector now being captured up by the Scope Rifle Squad. Over here, we've got this munitions point being captured on up. And this fuel point also being captured on up again. This Pioneer is going to take time to try to recapture the point or get some damage down to the Bren Carrier. Did try to ghost in some tank traps there. We'll see a bit more fire there from the Bren gun. And it is going to self-retreat away, trying to get to the other Pioneer squad. Other Pioneer squad's a little bit idle here. Over here, we do got the Scope Rifle Squad to catch with this munition sector. HQ command truck has deployed in the sector there and deployed out some additional autonomies. Here's some scope rifles engaging the Pioneer. Pioneer's seen a bit of damage there, but we'll go ahead and potentially capture some more sectors. Additional Pioneers right here. A lot of these Pioneers are being occupied, which actually is really good for the Brit. Means it's reduced his opponent's capping pressure. His capping pressure is still minimal. He does, of course, get out 2 mission sectors, but not a lot of fuel income at the moment. Just the base 5.
Get ready, crew.
More damage coming out from the Pioneers, getting some damage from the Bren Carrier, but receiving a bit more damage in return.
Ready to set off.
And do now have another intersection now on the field. We are going to see another Bren Carrier. He may be a lot of mounted blade. Fuel point has been captured, which will deny this resources to the Wehrmacht player. Very important indeed. Pioneer squad receiving quite a bit of fire there. Does receive fire from this mounted Bren Carrier. And now the Pioneer squad does fall back there. I need to capture this point. It will be securing. It's not currently securing any resources at the moment, but he may be thinking there's a point in this point captured on up. Pioneers do spot the HQ command truck. Of course, it is very resilient to Pioneer fire, and does spot the fresh Bren Carrier, who is actually going for an MMG carrier upgrade. Does withdraw both these Pioneers. Scope Rifle's pushing pretty far over here, and now we do have the Kriegsbarracks being plotted out. I wonder how much fuel he has at the moment. He has minimal fuel, so he's likely unable to get out a 251 half track just yet. Bren Carrier advancing forward, trying to get some damage there onto these Pioneers. Large number of wounded Pioneers. This one does drop a model there. And this is an MMG carrier, so it's able to rip apart these Pioneers. One Pioneer does get wiped out. Minor loss there. He may want to go for a Pack 38 this moment in time. He is going for Pack 38. Does not have enough munitions for a Panther Strike, nor does he have the time to get a Panther Strike. Loses another Pioneer. It's down to 4. Going for additional Pioneer. I will say 4 is probably fine. He probably does not really need to deploy another Pioneer, but he is going to deploy additional Pioneer. This one's currently unupgraded. Up here, we got this Pioneer getting forced back as well. The Wehrmacht player did a good job capturing this sector, or this region of the map, I should say. But of course, he will need to actually capture the cutoff points now to get those resources and supply. There are 2 points, this point and this fuel point, that will maintain supply for him. It's unlikely he's going to capture this munitions sector. Munition point is being captured on up. We got now the Pack 38 point of view. Iron is set on up. Does camouflage there. I wonder if he spotted it. Now there's a big line of sight blocker there. It'll be hard for that Pack 30 to engage. Pioneers see a bit of fire there. Pioneers may fall back entirely. Pack 38 does camouflage there, so it likely does get spotted. Whoops. Mission sector has been captured up. We got a VP in favor of the Wehrmacht player, so the ticket's slightly counting in his favor. No Grenadier being pulled out just yet. But really, oh no, there is Grenadier. Does use probably designated marksman there on a Pioneer. Probably would have been better to do that on a Grenadier. Pioneers do fall back. MNG carry advance forward. Pack 38 finds direct hit there. And he does use the pack bug there. Rolls a miss. Good. And does go and force back the Pioneer.
We're losing a sector.
Pack 38 is receiving a bit of fire there. Does soft retreat away. Needs some veterans to get some health regen. But the overall, the intersection here, if you see that not all models were firing, so he was actually down a gun the entire time. Does fall back now. Blitz trying going up. Pioneers trying to stop them. And does force back the Pioneer, no problem. Gun carrier, a little bit damage onto it. And got additional Grenadier now advancing on forward. Or no, that's the same Grenadier. He's getting some damage there. He could try getting right next to the slit trench in order to get in himself. But he's taking time to get some serious damage on the slit trench. Slit trench has been completed. Nothing's garrison at the moment. Does get garrison now. Does get a Pioneer load up in this half track. It'll take a significant amount of time to get rid of that slit trench.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Grenadier has dropped a pair of models there. It is going to be reversed by the half track there, but does drop another model that decides full withdrawal. Do now got the Brand Carrier getting repairs on up. I wonder if we found something there. Pack 38's way down there, so may have found that. 251 half track advancing forward. I just hear one of our snipers. Oh no, sectors. 251 half track has seen a bit of fire there. Scope rifle squad is moving over to the left. And we'll see a bit of fire there from the half track. Let's get some good suppression there on the scope rifle squad. Over here, the Pioneers capture this munition sector. Over here, we've got the Brand Carrier advancing forward. An HQ command truck with field support truck now deploying on the field point. He may be eyeing for a Stewart. Nothing else on the build kit at the moment. Does have two Grenadiers now. Let's switch over to Brick. Let's see. Going for some sappers. Pioneers now engaging in glorious close range combat. This is a cutoff point towards the left side of the map, so it's denying that field income by keeping that area captured. Pioneer now down to one model there. Grenadiers and Pioneers advancing forward as well. Got Pioneers over here as well. Does withdraw, but that's not a big withdrawal location. Pack 38 now sieging down the HQ command truck. It is pretty far forward. Pack 38 gains some good damage there. Does have the half track nearby for reinforcements as well. Damage and crit there. Grenadiers now behind the heavy cover there. May want to throw a defensive grenade. Does throw a good grenade there. Gets a great grenade there. Does withdraw. Of course, it can't withdraw far. And the Brendan squad does go down there. Scope Rifle squad now seems to fire. Scope Rifle squad does go down as well. Two massive losses there for the Brit. He has one squad of infection over here, unupgraded. You also have, radio triangulation there. So he has gone for the Commando Doctrine. More Pack 38 shots there onto the HQ command truck. He is using the pack bug onto it, but the truck can, of course, bounce Pack 38 rounds somehow. And the HQ command truck does go down. Brand Carrier goes down. This one does dismount the sappers. Pioneer quickly focused down. He started getting some great hits down the Pack 38. Does take out the Pack 38. Remounts up with a sapper. Gets some good damage across the back line. Needs to fall back. Having trouble moving around. Grenadier models are body blocking it. And now the Brand Carrier is going to get done down there. Sapper does dismount and fall back. Intersection engagement heavy cover there, but without the HQ command truck, he will have trouble deploying out anything else. HQ command truck has been redeployed. Needs a bit more. He's set up on another sector. Setting up this munitions sector right around here, maybe a bit safe, but still pretty far forward, especially seeing how he's about to get overrun. Now got the intersection falling back. Does fall back before the HQ command truck sets them up and loses the intersection entirely, losing every single intersection squad now. At this point in time, he may want to eye out some commandos and place his intersections with commandos. Deploy the commando glider back farther, so we can able get additional squads for cheaper. Was the glider's what, 560 manpower? Fresh squads like 450, maybe 500. I forget the exact amounts.
Jerry's cut forward supply secured sector under attack.
Fresh captain now deployed on the field. HQ command truck has been redeployed on this munition sector back here.
Jerry's cut forward supply lines.
And now the field control support truck is now receiving Pack 38 fire. And I may have hit my microphone. My apologies.
Field support command has been destroyed.
HQ command truck is now down. Lieutenant running around. It's not looking good for the Brit.
Attacking our supply lines.
No contact. Target secure.
The Wehrmacht player could take time to capture the left flank. We got capture in favor of the Brits. He does have more tickets at the moment.
Supply lines are broken. We have a territory cut off from Jerry's overrunning one of our sectors.
Fuel point now being captured on up. Radio triangulation, just that one radio at the moment. But trench going up. He does not have a casualty clearing station, so no healing.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply. Germans have moved on one of our victory locations.
Let's see over here. We do got a Kampfgruppe center. We do have some Panzertrucks being pulled on the field.
Supply lines
Sapper
are
has
broken.
put out a slit trench. His opponent has gone for Blitzkrieg, has exercised stews, just needed 50 more manpower. Not going for any more any veterancy at the moment. Does have one level of infantry veterancy. Sapper's now engaging from the slit trench. And now do have the fresh stew deployed on the field.
We're ready.
Pioneer squad reports.
Replacements have arrived. We've taken munitions.
Stew advancing forward, trying to get a shot off somewhere. Lieutenant has maintained inside the slit trench, but his health is pretty low. Does scuttle, does retreat, may still potentially lose the Lieutenant. Lieutenant does not go down. Got a fresh intersection here. Lieutenant's here to support him, but he's also very wounded. Intersection does fall back there. Lieutenant needs to make sure it goes on the far side of the HQ command truck. So as the captain here, may get some Piets out sooner rather than later. I don't think repair staff is not what he needs. Section receiving a bit of fire there, hasn't been able to reinforce. And now it's going to be queuing up the Piets, but his health is so low, he's unable to retreat back to reinforcements. Armor command truck now being pulled out on the field. Grenade has been thrown. Another sapper model does go down. He needs a. That's going to be dead squads. Dead upon scuttle. Headshot shots there onto the HQ command truck.
Once shifted, Jerry's overrunning one of our sectors.
And there goes that HQ command truck.
RAF has made glider troop drops available to us.
Fire's now available. That's gonna go to kill there, and
Jerry's cut
yeah, this
forward
game's
supply
basically
lines.
pretty much over. We pull out the glider now.
Forward OPs reporting a sector is under attack.
We'll soon have enough manpower to bring in some commandos. You may want to stick that glider somewhere. That's noticeable. We'll drop him in a good location there. Could potentially grab himself a Pack 38, and that'll be useful to help protect himself against the stew. Each section's trying to get repaired.
Supply lines
Glider
are
or commandos starting to overrun the Pack 38. There's just too many grenadiers in this region for them to capture that Pack 38. Let's get the Pack 38 captured or decaptured. Throw a grenade somewhere, but I don't. Yeah, he's going down. Find some hits there. Yeah, this game's pretty much over. Got Bren's not being deployed on out. Commando's luck to go down. Yep, he does back the game now. Yeah, relatively short game. It was an expert replay test, so I was curious about it, but either way, this end grade saying thank you for watching and on to next replay.